Hi, Joe Cerrone. I'm just going to record how to work these analysis problems. This analysis problem is from an AutoCAD certification manual, which will go through and show students how to go through and work these problems. And what we would do is we'd start a blank drawing and set the units to architectural. So if I come back here to my plan one, format units, and you'd set that to architectural, and then you'd say okay. And then the rest of it is really just drawing it to the dimensions that they've given on the PDF. And so as we look at it, you'll make this 24 feet 5 inches by 24 feet 9 inches. They didn't give dimensions for things like the doorways. It says all the wall thicknesses are 4 inches, and so you draw the perimeter and then offset. It's really just a lot of offsetting and trimming in this exercise. And so once you draw the geometry as they've shown it, then what you would do is you'd calculate the area. So the total area of square feet of all the bedrooms it's closest to. And so what I would do is I would switch back to the drawing, and then I would calculate it. Now, I calculated out the first two rooms. I guess I calculated all of them, and I put it on there just as a way for people to see how to do it. And so if we go here to area, and then I wasn't sure if they included the closets, and so I did it a couple of times, and I determined they did not include the closets by the values that they gave us as options. So here, and then I hit enter, and it will tell me that the first one is 104.06, which is what I put here. And then I would just use the calculator command to add up the other ones. And so I like to do this copy and paste thing where I'll go through and I'll calculate it, and then the last thing I want to do is actually write anything down. So once I have it, I hit enter, and then I hit enter again. I bail out of the command, and then I hit the F2 key, and I copy and paste it. And so all I really need is this part right here. And so I'll say Control C, and then I'll come up to the area that I just measured, and I'll paste it with Control V. And I guess that one's for the other one. And you can see that it's very accurate, 4 decimal places. And then all I did once I had those values was I went into the calculator, and so CAL, and you can then run the calculator. And I took the values that I determined here, 104 plus 127.5 plus 74, and that will give us 305.61. And if we come and take a look at the answers, 305.61 would be closest to 306. If you rounded it 0.6 up, it would be 3.6. So the answer would be B. And then they like to ask questions like the distance from the intersection of the corner A to the intersection of corner B. And so what they do is they just give a measurement that you would just go here and calculate. And so you would go and you'd use the distance command. So you say distance, and here's A right at this corner, and then you track that up to B, and you determine it's 26 feet 10 1/16. And then we go back and we take a look at our values, and we see 26 feet 10 inches. So that would be closest to E. So they do say closest. And then you can certainly work the other ones. The total area is square feet of all the closets. It's just a matter of adding those things up and doing the same task over and over. So that's how you would determine these CAD certification drawings. Typically, you would do 5 of them in an hour and a half, and then crank out these values. And so you'll see some of these, and Al and I recommend people take these practice exams, because most of the employers will give some kind of a proficiency exam. With that, I'm going to stop the recording of this video, and we can make another one for some of the other assignments.